Now, part of the fun of the changing season is an excuse to experiment with new beauty looks. And our next guest says there has never been a better time to play.
Well, from cool toned shadows to moody layered lips, we are in for some fresh fall makeup inspo today. Please welcome back to the show hair and makeup artist Veronica Chu.
All right, Veronica, before we jump in, can you tell us a bit more about the vibe of this season's trends?
Yeah, so as you know, it's a very experimental stage right now. Anything goes, but during fall, we do see a lot of warm colors come through. But this season, we're seeing more cool, smoky grays, and we're talking about pure hydration on the skin, which is different than shimmer.
Okay, we love that. Okay, Zafar and I are going to try our best to follow along while you do these trends on our beautiful model, Una, today.
Yes.
So you're, yes, gorgeous. The first look is this that we're seeing on the screen now. It is ultra luminous skin. How do we get this?
Yeah, so whether you're calling it glass skin, pearl skin, glaze skin, we want it to look like it's coming from within. So products now have skincare properties in it to make you look good outside and inside.
Okay, got it.
So I'm gonna use the Rimmel Multitasker here. It's a 3-in-1 product. It's better than filter, so you can drop the filter away and use this. So it opens up with its own applicator here. It also is like infused with biopeptides, vitamin E, vitamin C. So it's going to make you brighten up and give you moisture to your skin. So I'm just applying it on Una's face.
I used it too for my, our makeup artist used it on me here. The problem is, like, for me, the difference between like greasy and glow, right? There's like a fine line there. So you are using powder. I was gonna ask, oh no, you're not.
No, this is
you're
my
putting
brush.
This on.
I'm
This is
using
your brush.
a foundation brush here to really blot and push it into your skin. And you can see the beautiful luminous glow that it's giving to her skin already. And this is, like I said, it's a 3-in-1. So if you don't want as much luminosity, you can just put a little bit in your foundation and drop it in and mix it in, right? So it's that skin booster.
Where are we applying it exactly?
Okay, so exactly where you have it.
I should have asked that before I did it, but okay.
Yes, apples of the cheeks, that's great. A little bit on the bridge of the nose, a little bit on the chin, and just blend it out.
Ooh, her skin looks good.
Look at that. That's just like glass right there.
Let me ask you this. Are you avoiding powder? Are you putting powder on to set it? And does that mattify it?
Exactly. So you can add a little powder on if you find that you have oilier skin, just to set it all day. But if you find that you're not, because it is the fall season, it's kind of like internal heating inside. It's dry. I don't know if you, but I get like, I turn into a little Shar-Pei.
Right.
So I don't need a lot of powder during fall.
Okay, got it. Okay. So for extra glow, you're actually suggesting even more. So do a highlighter on top of what this is.
Exactly. So we're gonna be using a little Gucci glow highlighter. Listen, she might not be wearing Gucci, but she is wearing Gucci, okay? Yeah, so this is a Gucci highlighter that is almost like a gel texture. When you press it in, it has this kind of like little pillowy feel to the skin.
Are you doing it on me, or
what I love about these products is they add multi-dimensional and add symmetry to the skin. So I'm using this color here, which is Frosted Lilac, and that cool tone. I'm adding it on the apples of her cheeks into the side of her face, underneath her brows.
Ooh, I like that move. I like that move.
Underneath the brows here.
Okay.
And then down the nose bridge for symmetry. Because whatever you do in the middle, if you do on the opposite side, it makes the eye think that she has a perfectly symmetrical face. And that's what we're kind of looking for. We're not looking for perfection, we're looking for the look of symmetry. And you can see there, look at how beautiful her skin looks.
Yeah, this is good.
So.
Just blend that
Just
side.
blend. When in doubt, blend it out, ladies. When in doubt, blend. And then we're just gonna add a little bit on the Cupid's bow, like so.
Oh, I love that one.
Pretty that is
we like that
on
one.
her.
Okay, got it. Okay, got it.
And then there you go. She's a glowing goddess.
She's a glowing goddess.
All right, next. Now, this is so interesting to me. You're gonna show us how to nail those cool toned eyes this fall. It's so funny, my mind goes to warmth for fall, but tell us about this trend.
Cool tones are great because they're usually a contrasting color to your skin tone, because most of us are like a bit more warmer. So it really pops and you can be a little bit more playful with it, and it showcases. So I started off with Coal here, which is a like a flat matte color with the Kylie Cosmetic palette here.
This one, right?
It's 10 cool shades of matte, shimmeries, and metallics, which is really fun to do. I start off by adding a little kohl on her lids into her crease. And what this does is it adds some contrast and depth into her eyes. You don't want to put too much shimmer in the crease because it actually makes the eyes look a little bit more bulbous, whereas this gives you dimension into the eyes.
Ooh, I like this color a lot.
There's like different,
Oh, yes.
Okay. And now we're gonna take ash, which is a darker matted gray, and we're gonna underline the eye instead of doing a traditional cat eye.
Which color did you use?
I'm using ash, but you guys could use snooze if you want, okay?
To make me look awake.
Yeah, exactly.
So listen, is lining the lower lash line like foolproof, or is this something that maybe we can easily get wrong?
This is way easier than lining up top, because as you can see, I'm just doing small strokes out here and then following her natural line to the edge of her brows here. Whereas when you do the top of yours, sometimes what happens, I don't know if it's you, my eyes are a little bit hooded and it's rounded at the tip. When I open up my eyes after I do the wing, I look like a sad cat.
Yeah,
like my eyes
look like a
go down. And like we don't want to look like puppy dog eyes are cute on a puppy, but not necessarily like a fully grown adult, right?
Okay, so you keep finishing that because I'm going to slowly bring us into the last trend because we don't have a lot of time left for it, which is let's talk about lips.
Okay,
and it turns out that red on the lip or anything in the red family is in, but you're going to make us go moody with it. So how do we do this?
So I'm using this CoverGirl Clean lipstick over here, and I love just how the packaging matches the outside, so it's easy to find. We're gonna go straight on the lips with the bullet. This has biopeptides in it and vitamins in it, and avocado and aloe butter, so it's really moisturizing. You're gonna press the lips, press, smoosh that around, take a little rounded eyeshadow brush, and then we're just gonna blend that out. Okay.
Don't mind us, Veronica. We're just doing our own thing.
I have to be able to do this in the car in the,
exactly. So just to add a bit more texture and a multi-dimensional feel, we're gonna take a lighter shade.
Oh my God, totally.
We're gonna take the light shade. We're gonna pop it in the middle of her lips. Okay, and that's gonna add some dimension and added pout. Blot, 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 press that in. And then,
light in the middle.
Yeah, light in the middle, gorgeous. And then I'm going back with my brush and I'm just gonna line her outer perimeter of her lips to give more depth to it with the lip brush. Same product, because I think darker lipsticks can be a little scary for most women, I would say. And just by buffing it out and softening it and letting it really build slowly, you'll get a nicer transition in shade. And just beautiful there.
Stunning, stunning. I'm loving
Look at you.
Stunning.
Gorgeous.
Okay.
Beautiful. All right, Veronica, thank you so much. There's something about a new season that makes you want to, refresh yourself, and doing that to your hair is one way.
Is one way to do it. So our next guest is going to take us through some of the trending cuts and styles, plus the best products to use for each. Please welcome back to the social hair expert, Jason Lee. Welcome back, Jason.
Thank you so much.
All right, we're going to start with a haircut, Jason, that I have seen on everyone right now. It is the bob. We've seen Kristen Wiig, we've seen Niecy Nash, Lily Collins. They're all rocking it. It looks fabulous. Tell us more.
So I'm calling it right now. It's official. The bob is the hottest haircut for fall 2024. Oh, yes, 1,000%. Okay. And I think the thing is that what you want to think about, if you're going to be doing a bob, you want to really talk to your hairdresser, figure out what the right bob is for you. So if you have like a rounder face, let's just say, you might want to have a little bit of layering. So for some volume, you might want to go longer than just chin length. So you really want to customize. It's based on face shape, neck, as well as your style.
I love that. Okay, so you're going to show us now how to make the bob look a little extra for fall 2024 on Una.
Exactly.
So what's going to take it to the next level?
So Una has a fabulous bob. She could do this with a big blow dry, volumized blow dry. She could do it sleek like Posh Spice. But for fall 2024, we're talking about waves, and we're talking that waves should be very demure.
Very mindful.
They should be mindful.
And demure waves.
So I thought maybe we could together figure out how to create these waves.
Okay.
So all we did is we took a flat iron.
Take a look. I want to see.
Come around this way. And I'm taking a small section. And the technique is just going up and down. So we're actually kind of going for something similar to what you have, Melissa, but it's a very slow pulling at the same time, very demure kind of.
Very demure.
And you just want a subtle bend, and that's how we created this look here.
You're literally waving it.
We're just waving it, we're pulling the hair at the same time. You can do this, I know you can
You know
do
what,
this.
Jason, I think a lot of people don't realize, like we get our hair done professionally for the show all the time, that a lot of our hairstylists will use a flat iron to make waves and curls
Exactly, there you
all
go.
the time. It's just a technique question.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
How do you do this on yourself though?
Well, no, you did great. This is amazing. What you just did is perfect. Yes, what I would do. No, you did great. I'm just pulling it a little bit slow, but this technique, actually, this wave is great. It's just like Melissa's hair. It's perfect.
Okay, how do you do it on yourself though in the back?
Oh, you just want to kind of grab it and go, and you want to make sure you're moving the iron at the same time as you're twisting it as well.
Okay, we love that.
It's just practice, just like everything.
Okay, first look is done. Let's move over to the center. We've got some friends, so we're going to do our next look as well. And this one is the chignon.
Yes.
And the chignon look, first of all, tell us why you're excited. Chignon, I think, is the fancy French word for bun, no?
That's correct. That's 100% right.
Okay.
And I think we saw Celine Dion open the Paris Olympics. She looked so fabulous, right? It was such a comeback for her. But she single-handedly brought back the low chignon for all of us for fall 2024.
Okay.
Now, what I wanted to do today is describe the low chignon, but on Janice here, we did it with a bit of a twist, okay? Pardon the pun, it literally is a bit of a twist. So what we did here is that on Janice's hair, when she first came in, we blow-dried her hair using the Melissa Balayage blowout cream. And what that's gonna do is gonna make it easy for us to blow-dry her hair. And then we're gonna take, actually, this is the Wave Foundation from Melissa. The trick with this is that this is actually really good for volumized looks. It's good for waves. But in this case, we're going to do a little bit artsier. And we're actually really going to, I'm going to get some help as well, Melissa, afterwards.
I will. What does that do?
So this is just going to give it some grit as we're twisting the hair.
Grit.
So all I'm doing is I'm twisting this, and I'm going to just get it to kind of clump together like this. And then we're going to, if you want to try doing that, you have to, perfect. Just keep twisting it, and it's going to coil together. I'm going to pull out some bobby pins, and I'm going to anchor it for you once you have.
You know, my daughter having hair down to the middle of her thighs is a help because
so you know how
I think I know how to do.
This is perfect what you're doing.
That's great.
And keep twisting it,
and
keep
so
going.
you can literally just twist and pin, twist and pin.
So if you're doing this yourself at home, you would take your little ponytail, you would kind of section into different sections. You would spray something like the Wave Foundation spray, twist it, and I'm good if you have like some pieces hanging out.
Yeah, sure.
It should be kind of undone.
Janice has longer hair, but what if you have shorter hair? Can you still do this?
Good question. Yeah. So what I think you want to do if you have shorter hair is you want to divide the back into two different sections. So this way here, you kind of can curl this or twist it up, and then have this section come back, and you can kind of build it this way. And that's how you can take a shorter haircut. And
very elegant.
Yeah. And then what I just do at the end, take a little bit of finisher. This is the Melissa smooth ends, and just work it through her hair.
We love that.
Nice.
Oh, gorgeous.
She looks fabulous.
Very elegant. Beautiful. Gorgeous. All right.
All right. Looking gorgeous as ever. Okay, I can't lie.
Yes.
This is just attracting me right now because I'm a long hair girl like you, Mel, and we both like big hair.
Big.
Bigger the hair, the closer to God, right? Did Dolly Parton? Someone said that. So we're talking about bombshell waves right now.
Yes.
Okay, and we've seen these on celebrities as well. We've seen Sabrina Carpenter, Zendaya, and Jennifer Coolidge, so many others as well. Tell us about this trend.
So bombshell hair is literally just big, voluminous hair. Who doesn't love that, right? Everybody loves that. I think we really are seeing it because of all these really cool kind of new pop girlies that are out. We've got Chappell Roan, who has kind of this disheveled look, but Sabrina Carpenter is probably, so Sabrina Carpenter wears her hair in this big, voluminous look.
Yeah.
She's very glamorous. It's probably the #1 look that people are bringing into the salon to emulate. So how did we achieve this? Okay, the first thing that we did is we took the Olaplex volumizing spray, and we sprayed it all throughout her roots. That's the key to getting a good foundation for a blow dry. I did use a little bit of the Bond's oil just on the end so that it wouldn't come across dry. I think when you go to do a blow dry, it's really important to remember, if you want volume, try to use a ceramic brush as opposed to a bristle brush. Bristle brushes are great for sleek, shiny finishes, but this is gonna help you with some volume. And as you're blow drying, as you can see here, we put in a Velcro roller. I'm gonna give you a couple other tricks. And so really just like brushing it out, making it look.
Okay, question about Velcro rollers.
Go for it.
Because I think a lot of people wanna use them.
This is amazing.
So you do the blowout. At what stage would you put in a Velcro roller?
Each section, when you go through one section, I then wrap it with a roller.
And do you roll it under so that it holds the big...
Exactly.
Okay.
So what we're trying to do with anything like this is try to kind of lift that that root.
Yes.
So another trick, just to add to this, so you put the Velcro rollers in, you take it out, and on dry styled hair, I'm gonna take, and we're gonna use the Olaplex dry shampoo, just in each section, I'm gonna, on dry hair, actually use a dry shampoo to create more volume, right? It's kind of got that starchy finish.
Not just for greasy hair anymore.
Not just for greasy hair.
Okay.
And look how gorgeous she looks.
Her. Ooh.
This is gorgeous. This is just stunning. Can I ask you though?
Yes.
I mean, like, I love this. I go to the
Yes.
salon, they do this, they do all their things, and then I go to bed, and the next morning it's like,
Yeah.
so how do I stop that?
So the trick is you really want to, I mean, listen, if you can pop in a couple of rollers and if you're good to
sleep in?
I mean, I think people have done that.
Yeah. I've done way worse.
Right, exactly. But I think the real trick is if you're gonna sleep, take a little clip and just kind of lift that root and sleep sort of like this, just very loosely. I think we all have these tricks, right?
Yeah.
But that's how you wanna keep that root lifted, and that's how you're gonna get that volume.
Oh my gosh, you look stunning, Cynthia. Jason, these are all so exciting, so accessible.
So
Also,
easy.
for fall, we're gonna look fabulous with our hair. Thanks to you. Thank you so much for joining
Thank you so
us.
much. Beautiful.
One of the most exciting things about a new season is all of the fresh trends that come with it. And today we're talking beauty.
From racy red lips to structured updos, our next guest is here to take us through some of the season's top trends straight from the fall runway. So please welcome back to the show, beauty expert Carly Ostroff. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
I love it.
Okay, Carly, the first trend that you want to cover today is racy red lips. So we saw these on the runways of Carolyn Herrera, Molly Goddard, and this is like something, I feel like it's a classic trend, but it's back again. Tell us why.
Yes, I think we're going to be seeing it everywhere this fall, but I think we can all agree that it's actually one of those trickier trends to pull off. So for that reason, I'm going to suggest that we make a beauty investment with Gucci Beauty's new Rouge à Lèvres matte lipstick.
Ooh. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
You look
Putting
good
it on,
in
guys.
a red lip, so
I
I can't
love
wait to
a
see
red
this
lip.
on you.
So this amazing shade is called Rosso Ancora, and it is the first color lipstick from their creative director, Sabato De Sarno.
Oh my God.
This is good, right?
So good. Yeah, so you can see it's
That's
this
good.
so beautiful. It's
That's
this very
nice.
richly pigmented shade, and a little goes a long way. You just needed that one swipe, but it's still really hydrating and lightweight. We're talking Gucci Beauty, so it has those very nourishing oils.
And it feels luxurious.
So luxurious.
Yeah,
Gelled
does it?
waxes. This is a Sephora buy. You know the drill. You've got to go because Gucci sells quickly.
Yeah, you gotta take that home. That looks so
I
good. Also
love
very
it.
impressive. You just did it in one swipe. That's very impressive.
It's probably on
All
my teeth.
Yeah. So the next up is the doll lash trend from the Marc Jacobs and Armani runways. Fill us in on this one.
So this is a look that we saw really over the top at Marc Jacobs and more wearable at Armani. And if you had been thinking runway beauty had to be expensive, the proof is here. Otherwise, this is the Kiss Fulscara Lash Extension Starter Kit. I grabbed these at Walmart. Kiss is one of those brands that you really see the most backstage. And this set has everything that you need to DIY your lash
here we
extensions
go.
at home. So you get 36 of these little wisps. And those are the little clusters of lashes.
I can't, the tweezers are not being my friend right now.
No, they're
so you gotta-
not actually, but this is.
There's a learning curve here for sure.
Okay.
But
so
yeah.
where do you place them? You'd place them like in the corner? How would you place them?
So how you use them and the number that you use them really changes the look. If you put a few along the lash line and kind of space them out, that's gonna be more natural. If you wanna dial up your glam, you're gonna use more and concentrate them at the outer corners. These are actually good anywhere from 24 hours up to 24 hours to 14 days. So worth the effort.
I've been
Wow.
using lashes like this for months now. I
Have
love
you?
them. I have never do the
They're-
strips anymore. I feel like they look more natural. Love.
And these actually go under your lash line instead of over, so it's even more of a natural effect.
Fascinating. Okay, so sticking with our eyes, extreme eyeliner is also trending. So some of your favorite examples are from the Gucci and Chanel runways. Tell us about this look.
So at Gucci, we saw it very like rock and roll in all black, and at Chanel, we saw it in some like really unexpected colors. So the makeup pros were taking shades like pink, blue, and gold, and then they were putting them along the upper lash line and in the corner of the eyes. Both of these looks obviously come down to a great eyeliner. And I feel like I have tried them all, and I can confidently say that these Stila Set and Smudge waterproof eyeliners are really the best of the best. The color payoff is so major.
Ooh, that's good
That's a
pigment.
nice color.
That's
This is a
good
really
pigment.
beautiful, and again, that
You guys see
unexpected
that?
shade, it glides right on. And
Yeah,
let me
look at
tell
that.
you, these do not budge. They look just as good 12 hours after you apply them. I don't know how they've done it, but super confident about it. You could hit up my DMs if you're finding otherwise.
I love that.
Yes, and you can also use these as an eyeshadow. So in that case, you apply it to the eye, use your fingertip right away, or a brush, blend out the color. You've got an eyeshadow that, again, it's not going anywhere.
So
That's
great.
fantastic.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
we like
this
that.
is a no budge liner. So what's the best way to remove it?
Okay, so when it does come time to remove it, you will definitely want one of these, which is the Bioderma Micellar Water. You can find this basically on every station backstage.
Yeah.
It's great for sensitive skin, and it helps take off the makeup, it cleanses the skin, but it also helps prep for another application, and the models are really coming and going between shows. I hate to admit it, because I know that we're really supposed to wash our faces every night, but when you have those lazy girl nights when you just can't even do it, you don't even need to rinse.
Are you giving us permission to not wash off our makeup?
Not often, not often. But here and there, when you need to, you want to use this, and you just put it on a cotton pad, remove, and then the next morning, it's your first step that you're going to start all over.
Okay,
Great.
good stuff. All right, so Carly, when it comes to our nails this fall, you're telling us to lean into the drama like they did at Patbo and Proenza Schooler. So talk to us about this one, this trend.
So this trend is actually pretty easy to nail, you could say. And it's one color that's worn in two ways. So we saw it as these half moons at Patbo, and then as these inky nails at Proenza. And I'm sure many people have already recognized this iconic OPI, Lincoln Park.
This is my favorite
That's what I'm
color.
wearing on my nails right now.
No way.
Yeah, it is.
And I just went dark. And I just went dark this weekend because I'm like, it's fall.
We're
You know
the
those
trend.
sexy dark colors. I love
Yes,
that
so
one.
for the half moons, we would use the lacquer. And I have to tell you, this was so hard to find. It took like 4 of us. Everyone loves it because it dries quickly, it's high shine, and when you use it with your base and the top coat, it can last for up to 14 days. If you don't want to even crack open a bottle, you can use these OPI Express-Ons, so same shade, Lincoln Park After Dark. You want to match to find your sizing.
Oops.
And then you can file or trim if you need to, glue these on, and you can get up to 14 days wear.
No way.
Yes, for the more is more type, these are also reusable.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Good
So
stuff.
great.
I love that. All right, so Carla, we have some hair trends to cover too. Our first one is all about fringe benefits, which popped up on the Louis Vuitton and Isabel Marant runways. Talk to us about it.
So if you are so inspired to cut bangs this season, then I have a product for you. This is the Sebastian Professional Bonding Leave-In Styling Cream. So it's the latest addition to their no-breaker bonding system. And it's great because it's really nourishing. It deeply conditions and makes these hair bonds so your hair is healthier. It gives a nice flexible hold, and it helps protect your hair up to 450 degrees.
Good.
So great for all of us hot tool users out there. This one you would apply to damp or dry hair. You want to go mid-shaft through the ends. Of course, don't forget your new bangs, which require a little extra TLC, and daily use will give you those best results.
That's
Good
great. Okay, so lastly, you're saying that the structured updo is having a moment this fall, like we saw it on Christian Siriano and Lacan Smith. Tell us more.
So we saw some of the structured knots at Laquan Smith, and then at Christian Siriano is this beautiful box bun that was embellished.
Oh, I love these
Yes,
looks.
That looks really nice.
backstage, the pros were using Tresemme products, and they really started by prepping models' hair. So in that case, they used this heat protection spray. It's actually heat activated, and it gives a nice flexible hold, so it actually holds the style better, protects against damage, and gives shine. Then once they pulled those buns in place, for that final step, they hit it with this Keratin Smooth weightless hairspray. It's lightweight, it's oil-free, it's good on colored hair, and it gives a nice flexible hold for like 24 hours. But more importantly, if you have hair like mine, you get 48 hours of humidity resistance.
What?
Amazing.
That's incredible. Carly, thank you so much for taking us backstage. All great suggestions and great products.
The days are slowly getting shorter, and there's no denying there's starting to feel that chill in the air, which means that jacket weather is upon us.
Yes, and whether you're looking for a wardrobe staple or simply want to refresh your rotation, our next guest literally has you covered with the season's top coat trends. Please welcome stylist Erica Wong.
It's a great name to say.
It's a good name.
That's why I didn't change my last name.
Yeah.
I was like, sorry, Corey, I'm not doing it.
We call this the coat section, AKA how we shop for our winter coats here on the show, because we fall in love with everything that you bring us. And we're gonna start with one of the biggest trends of the season, and it is the utility trend. This is the one that everybody's watching. Why?
Yeah, so I think, you know, every coat season there is like the one it jacket, and this year it's called the barn jacket, Melissa Grelo.
Thank you
I'm looking
very
at you,
much.
girl.
Thank you, thank you.
And this is sort of what we're talking about. So every celebrity is absolutely obsessed with the barn jacket. I think because it is just really practical and it's something that you can easily rewear every day. This one's from Uniqlo, well under $100. It's done with 100% cotton. And traditionally the style is like this sort of green color and then also with the corduroy collar. But we're seeing it in lots of other styles. Like check out this one from Canadian designer Smythe. This is literally called the barn jacket on their website. And what's really cool about this one is this collar's faux fur and it's removable.
I love that.
So you're really getting like two for the price of one, which we love so much. And this one obviously is like a more elevated version of the barn jacket, plus plaid being synonymous with fall. It's a great print. But Melissa,
yes,
I wanted to give you the barn jacket, but Melissa Grelified. Okay. So girl, I got you this one.
Oh.
So we're seeing chocolate brown, which you're obviously wearing today already, as like the it neutral of the season.
Oh, yeah.
Right? This one is from Red Sack, another Canadian gem. I love that it's got the mix of the cashmere and wool with the quilting and the puffer. So it's gonna be, again, practical, functional, but also clearly packs a lot of fashion.
Fashion.
Check out the sleeves of this, the fringe. It's giving Western, which also, of course, is like part of that barn utility vibe. So I feel like, you know, if Melissa Grelo is going to the farm, she's looking real chic in this piece right
She's
here.
not ghosting anyone.
I ain't ghosting anyone at the farm.
She's not ghosting anyone.
Like
Mel, you look amazing.
Thank you.
Now, a few other options that we're seeing that are more in that sort of practical utility vein, we're also seeing in quilting. So I really love this one from Pennington's. It's got the longer silhouette. So this is a really great option. It's got a two-way zip, and it also has that faux shearling on the inside with the hood, which is gonna keep you really cozy. I also love this one from Canada Goose, again in that beautiful quintessential green color. This one is water repellent. It's also a mix of cotton and nylon. So again, really practical for this time of year. Plus, it's fully reversible. So you can do it quilted, or you can also do it on the matte side, which is fantastic.
Cool.
You guys know I love a twofer. I can't help myself.
So good.
Love a twofer.
Okay, Erica, we're moving into classic territory next, but this fall we're actually seeing some updated versions of the tried and true staples. That's correct?
Totally. We're seeing lots of different beautiful colorways. We're seeing different cuts. We're seeing coats that have scarves on them, but still in a classic silhouette. And I think this one screams you, Cynthia. This is a gorgeous Centeler coat. It's got that beautiful oversized hood that is just so fashionable.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let me fix your pony there for a second. Let's do a little, like, this is so beautiful to me.
Little Red Riding Hood.
This is like a wool, and it even comes with a removable belt, which is fantastic if you want to snatch that waist. This comes in a bunch of different colorways, but I feel like cream, again, is sort of part of that classic colorway that never goes out of style. It's also a more maxi silhouette, and I feel like this alpaca wool blend is also just so incredibly luxurious and glamorous.
I'm
giving
just gonna
Jennifer
go,
Lopez.
I think, over here.
Yes, enjoy.
Also, like I'm in Star Wars, I'm a Jedi.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yes.
It's making all of Cynthia's coat dreams come true.
This is true.
So other classic ones that we're seeing in a longer silhouette, we're also seeing some really cool prints, like this chevron print, done a classic cream and black combination. This one's from Melanie Lynn. But I also love those beautiful, rich burgundy Bordeaux colors that are huge this season. We're also seeing them in outerwear.
Yes.
Plus, this is that maxi coat style and silhouette. It's slightly oversized, very, very much in trend. This one's from RW & Co. Oof. And then we're also seeing some other really beautiful silhouettes that are more classic in its shape and style, but done a little bit differently. We're getting this collar detail. We're also getting this beautiful scalloped detail here as well, which is very much on trend this season. And this one's from Ricky's for $108. So you also don't have to break the bank to look really glamorous. Last but not least, I also love this one, collarless style, double-breasted, which is so beautiful in that lovely heather gray. This one's from Muji, and this is also done in a wool cashmere blend. So again, any of those fabrics ultimately make things feel more luxe.
Yeah, I love that heather gray. That's really nice. All right, so let's get into the textured coat trend. What kind of textures are we talking about?
Like every texture you could possibly imagine. Some of which, as you're gonna see today, are even like multi-textures in one coat. But I pulled this one specifically for you, Andrea, because I feel like you will just look so
let's see.
gorgeous in this coat. Let me also just cinch that waist for you.
We're snatching the waist.
We're snatching the waist.
Andrea, you look expensive.
It's giving glamour. It's giving glamour,
Erica
girl.
always makes me spend money, and today is no different.
So this one is from Rudsack. It's a faux fur. I love also the vegan leather details at the cuff and at the waist. This is such a beautiful option. It's removable too if you want it to be a little bit more boxy, but this is a really nice alternative. When you are working with a fabric that is so oversized, it is nice to sort of define the waist.
Yeah.
So I really love this one on Andrea.
Cute.
You look phenomenal. We love a pocket.
Thank you.
We love a
Thank
pocket.
you.
Speaking of other really great faux fur alternatives, I love this one from Canadian designer Heiso. This is done more in sort of that winter gray color, which is so lovely. I love the collar as well. And then we're also seeing a lot of leopard print.
Leopard.
It's giving cheetah. This is so much fun. This is also a faux fur, and this one's Cheap and Cheerful from Zara. And then we're seeing some mixed textures, as I was mentioning earlier, in more classic silhouettes. This one's
so
from Hillary
70s.
McMillan.
Yeah. So
Super
70s.
70s. Love the rust color orange mixed with that beautiful chocolate brown. This is so, so fashion forward, but again, a little bit of a throwback. And then last but not least, we also have this really lovely centeler option that's giving more of that cocoon silhouette, a little bit more oversized, but again, still packs a lot of punch with that beautiful texture.
I love it. Okay, so we have 1 minute left, and you're calling this last trend elevated sport, which means?
Which means we're seeing a lot of bombers, moto jackets, collars, oversized.
This
And I
color.
am dying over this one. This is from St. Mark Scott. I love her so much. She's a local designer. Everything is sustainably made. And she literally makes every color under the rainbow. And this citron color to me in the winter is just so beautiful, so glamorous. This is 100% wool. It's gonna keep you nice and warm, but again, nice and oversized that you can really pack a lot of layers underneath too. A few other options that I love so much that are in that bomber category that still feel elevated. I really love this one from Old Navy and done in that really beautiful camel brown that is quintessential fall color. We also have this beautiful option in that deeper derby gray option, a little bit longer of a silhouette, still oversized from Poppy's collection. And then if you're wanting some leather options, there's like this really fun utility style crop bomber from Namesake by The Label. I really love this one, done in classic black. And then we've also got this other really great option from Joe Fresh, again in that faux leather detail. Love the collar, faux shearling, and this one's under $100 in that chocolate brown.
Love
Oh my
it.
gosh.
So good.
Erica, thanks
So
for
many good
helping us go
options.
shopping. We all look amazing thanks to you.
You do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you're looking to update your fall wardrobe, one of the easiest ways to do that is with a pair of fresh shoes.
Well, from chunky loafers to over-the-knee boots, our next guest is going to take us through all of the season's hottest trends. So please welcome back to the show, stylist Erica Ward.
What is fall without a great pair of boots? So let's talk about what's happening in the realm of first, like shorter boots.
Yes, some good old ankle boots.
That's right.
I mean, listen, we're seeing all different styles. We're seeing some really beautiful ladylike styles. We're seeing some edgier styles. We're seeing flats. We're seeing heels. We're seeing every type of color, fabric, texture, you name it. You are rocking a pair right now, Cynthia Loyst, that I think look gorgeous on you. One of the biggest colorways we're seeing for fall is the red category. And by I say category because I really mean every shade of red. And I love this cranberry color on you, Cynthia. It's so fabulous. Listen, we all have a black ankle boot at home, so why not try a fresher color like this one? Because really it does still work with all the neutrals that you already wear at home. These are from Zara.
Yes.
Now, keeping in line with the red category, we're also seeing other really beautiful burgundy, Bordeaux's, and plums. And I love this ankle boot from Poppy Barley. You'll also notice it's got a really gorgeous block heel that almost has a marbled effect.
Yeah.
And so we're also seeing some really innovative ways of making a classic silhouette like an ankle boot like this one feel fresh and new for 2024. And speaking of which, we're also seeing a lot of denim, of course, for fall, not just in our clothing, but also in our accessories. And I love this boot from Maison Bedard, another really great Canadian brand, done in a lighter wash denim. It's got a hint of Western, which we're still seeing a lot of for the fall season. And speaking of which, I mean, this is the quintessential Western boot, but for fall. It's done in a gorgeous, rich suede in that beautiful brown color. I love the stitching. These are from Cezanne. And last but not least, in the ankle boot category, we're also seeing an edgier style. The Moto boot is back.
Wow.
I love it so much, right? Because it's fashion and function. They're incredibly practical because they're very comfortable. I love the buckle detail. These are from Aldo, and I love that thick lug sole.
We love
that. Why don't we stick with boots, because that seems to be like the thing we think of in fall. And tall boots are really having a moment. And Taylor Swift seems to be helping lead this trend.
I mean, the girl's got legs for days. So if anyone should be wearing an over-the-knee boot, it should be Taylor Swift. And yes, the over-the-knee boot is trending in general this season. Melissa, you look gorgeous in this beautiful chocolate brown pair from Browns. Chocolate brown is going to be the color of the season when it comes to neutrals. We're seeing brown in suiting, in dresses, and of course also in footwear. And I love, love, love the style on you. I also love how it has a little bit of nod to the Western equestrian feel with that really pretty gold buckle detail just at the top. Another over the knee, if you're gonna go all the way over the knee like Taylor Swift's, like the thigh-high style, these are from Ron White, another really great Canadian designer. I love the taupe color. It's a great alternative to black because it still looks great with black, but at least it gives it a little bit more of a visual interest. These also have a really nice heel height. They also have a rubber lug sole, so they're gonna be really, really comfortable. And just a quick note, when it comes to thigh-high boots, it's really important that you look for ones that have a little bit of a toggle and a string on the back, because that way it can be adjustable to your thigh. And that way, when you're walking, it's not gonna be slipping and sliding around. That's super frustrating. Yeah. So definitely wanna look for something that has that element to it. You know what, I'm gonna put these behind here. Yeah, I'm not even gonna risk tipping that over.
No,
okay, we're gonna move over to, we're also seeing the mono boot in higher styles. So just under the knee, and this really great option from Montreal brand Maguire that I love so much, again in classic black. And then we're also seeing the combat boot in an edgier style, which is so fun. I love it to the knee. This is from a really great Canadian brand called Trey Soles, and they do footwear from size 9 to 16. Wow. So if you have a larger foot, you do not have to sacrifice style and fashion for function, and these are fantastic. I love the jewels throughout them as well. It's a nice pop of something, something. And speaking of jewels.
What the what?
These are far from subtle. Wow. It's a disco ball on your foot. If your foot wants a party, this is the shoe you want to go with. And these are also from Browns. So much fun.
Wow. Obsessed. We love it.
Thank you, ladies.
I want to hear all about the trends that you're foreseeing for fall when it comes to flats.
Yes, well, listen, as a tall girly, I'm very excited about this because flats are having a comeback. Yes, they're having a major moment. We're seeing them in all different colorways and styles. And Jess, I love the pair that you are wearing, again, done in that beautiful sort of plum, really nice chocolate brown, in that beautiful leather. I love how yours has the Mary Jane, but it's got a double strap. So again, it keeps it a little bit more elevated, a little bit more modern. And these are from a Canadian brand, Poppy Barley, that I love so much. Jess, I could watch you model all day long. No one does it better, ladies and gentlemen. And speaking of the Mary Jane, we're also seeing the Mary Jane silhouette in a more masculine element as well, like these really beautiful shoes from COS, done in a classic leather with a little bit of a patent edge to it, so it adds a nice high shine. And I also love the oversized buckle detail with the lug sole. Again, keeps it a little bit more fresh and modern for the season. If you're looking for something more ladylike, though, in the flat category, I'm obsessed with these. Yes, they are also on sale right now at Aldo. So run, don't walk. They come in different colorways, but I love a classic black. I love the patent. I love the buckle detail with the gold. Again, it keeps it nice and elevated. So if you are somebody who will not and cannot wear heels, this is a really great alternative if you do have some black tie events coming up or a wedding coming up or something and you can't wear a heel. This is a really beautiful option. Now we're also talking about loafers when it comes to flats, and I love these from Sorel. Again, done in a croc embossed, classic black, oversized lug hole. It's got a little bit of a heel to add a bit of height if you'd like it, but it also adds comfort, which is fantastic. They're also waterproof, which is amazing.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes, a lot of practicality built in there as well. Last but not least, if you are wanting a little bit more of a high shine or a pop moment with your flats, we're seeing a lot of loafers done in metallics, and I love these silver options for just $39.99 from Winners. Another great price point.
Can I just say these are so comfortable? Yes. They're so beautiful.
Aren't they amazing? They've got a really nice molded footbed as well.
They're great.
So important. Lots of padding.
I'm glad they're comfortable, and I love a good flat shoe, but let's be real, for my high heel girlies. Can we talk about high heels?
Check out what Andrea is wearing. I'm so excited about these. I was saying earlier how the red category, is having a moment, and I
love these. These are from Browns. And what's so cool about these is from the front, they are a classic pump.
Yes.
But from the side, they've got that gorgeous asymmetrical A-line heel, which really kicks it up a notch. It makes it feel more modern, kicks it up into 2024. I love them so, so much. And speaking of that colorway, we're also seeing it in a kitten heel variety, like these Miu Miu available at Holt Renfrew. I also love a slingback option because then they're more adjustable to fit your foot.
Yes.
So for that extra bit of comfort. We're also seeing kitten heels done in lots of neutral colorways as well. These ones are from H&M, done in that beautiful patent white. I also love the heel detail to this one as well. You'll notice it's got a bit of a curve, which makes it feel a little bit more sporty.
Wow.
So again, I really love how the footwear category and designers are really kicking it up a notch and making shoes that, you know, can sometimes feel drab or dull, make them feel a little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
I also love these beautiful, beautiful cognac color pumps. These are from Geox and in a beautiful leather. Camel is such a beautiful, quintessential color for the fall season. I also love the gold hardware on the front again, really makes it feel more elevated. And the other cool thing about these ones is they actually have this perforated sole that adds breathability to when you walk so your feet don't sweat. But what's even more brilliant, I know, but what's even more brilliant is the membrane on the inside is waterproof.
Oh, wow, that's fantastic.
Incredible. That's a smart
I
shoe
am
to have.
seriously blown away by the technology in footwear these days.
really
It's
great.
really like unbelievable.
That's a smart work shoe to have.
And last but not least, leopard print is everywhere in apparel, in accessories, and of course even in footwear. So we couldn't talk about shoe trends without talking about leopard. And these really cute pumps are from Zara.
Oh my God.
Really great options.
Once again, you knocked it out of the park. Thank you so much for bringing all of these different variations. You are the absolute
Thank you for
best.
having me.